of LARPers.
Oh, probably, yeah. And there were a lot of like performers and stuff. There was like a joust and stuff that they did. It was pretty cool. Hey Bree, hey Kane.
Hey.
It straight up sounded like just like a sound effect from like Dark Souls, like.
You kind of did. What you guys been up to?
Kind of setting things up, I guess. Mainly just try to figure out what kind of what kind of like stuff I want to record and all that.
I was telling Kale yesterday that I'm thinking, and by thinking I mean literally like plan A-1 of a possible D&D campaign, like completely homebrewing something. So I'll obviously I'm still in the very beginning stages, but I'm thinking hopefully within the next couple months. It's a shame because it would be very Halloween themed, but there's no way I could pull this off before Halloween. But maybe around Christmas time, we could probably
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, maybe more Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm like, oh, this would be a great Halloween themed D&D session. I'm like, I can't work that fast. But hey.
Well, Chris is running Stroud in a few weeks.
Yeah.
It'll be nice and spooky.
These next two, I wanted to talk to Kale about that yesterday. I forgot, but like the next two Saturdays, so it's like the 21st is like we're gonna be busy all day and out all day, and then the 28th, which is when I wanted to have it, is actually a day where I'm gonna be like, it's supposed to be my birthday party in the evening, so I'm like,
oh yeah,
cool.
I thought yours was next week, the 21st.
No, I think it's the 28th. Is that right, hon?
Yeah, I made it for the 28th.
Oh,
yeah. No.
You have your birthday on my calendar. Your actual birthday is like Sunday, right?
Yeah. So it's the 29th.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Next weekend we have like technically it's my niece's birthday, but because we can't go, we made plans with her cousin to do like a brunch and stuff, and then that evening we're going to a costume party. Yeah. It's actually Brett and them's. Dylan
fun.
Nips is having that costume party. I guess he hosts.
Oh, Nips hosting. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. What was your costume this year, Alex?
I don't have a costume yet. And I mean, if you have something on the 28th that actually works out, like Juliana just told me that her like book club people were having a Halloween party the 28th. I wasn't sure if she wanted to go, but like if you want to, if you're celebrating your birthday, like you don't have to sit around and entertain us nerds all night.
I mean, we could do 27. We can do like the 27th if everyone's actually free on a Friday night, but because I think Brie will be home, so I don't have to go get her at the airport. So
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, even just we could do like a pre-session or whatever, start it up. We can do some preamble and just start everything up, and then maybe we can figure out a day, like a Friday night, we can continue it.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know if Cozart's free on Friday nights, but
can you hear them, Chris? Are you in Discord?
Can I?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I can't hear him at all or anything.
Change your settings. We can't hear you. You're not coming through. You can see it right here.
Hold up.
Right. So your output's good. You gotta change your input. Well, it's not coming out, bud.
Well, not my problem.
It is. Motherfucker. Right next to me now.
At least he doesn't have his headphones that echo into the stratosphere, record his gameplay.
One problem at a time, please.
Actually, that is a good test though tonight, Chris. If you're well, no, because this is not going to play audio in game or anything. We'd have to like go into a game that has audio Cozart to see if it's your computer or if it's the headset or something. I think it's your computer because I have no idea what possible thing in a computer that could be causing that, but we literally have the same headset. I'm looking at it, and mine is not.
Like he just has like his stuff, right? It's like he's not using anything like different, right? It's just the fact that it's been transported, maybe.
He brought his laptop, so he's on a laptop.
Okay.
instead of his
Okay,
PC.
so it is different stuff. Got it.
Okay. So I know Glenn said he might be late. Ian can't join, which is fine because I already talked to him about some things that will happen. Because I didn't want to take away his agency, etc. So while Kozar is adjusting that setting over there, let's go ahead and kick it off if we're all good with that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty. Do we need a recap of last session?
Maybe a short one, because it's been like a month.
That has been a month.
Yeah.
So we got to this here little island, because this is where the Pyxis of Pandemonium was stored. You made your way through the island. You ended up talking to someone named Brahm, who was a soldier, sort of like a leader king kind of guy, back hundreds of years ago, who used the Pyxis to fight the gods themselves. The gods cannot touch the Pyxis; they can't destroy it. All they can do is have mortals hide it somewhere that is accessible to mortals. So basically, the rules the Pyxis itself is designed is that it can never be like under the water where it's impossible for a mortal to find it. It can't be in a volcano. So the gods had to get creative, which is why they made that island out in the middle of the sea where it wasn't impossible to get there, but hard enough to get there that would push mortals away. So Brahm used this Pyxis in order to kind of start a war with the gods, mortals versus them, until he was slapped down by the leaders of the ruling classes of the current ruling classes of Theros. Specifically, the Montalvos were part of that, who sort of rebelled against his rebellion because they wanted to side with the gods, and he was cursed to protect it for all eternity. Otherwise, his soul would be sent into the underworld to be tortured for all eternity, including all of his family members, etc. Oh,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yes.
There's a little bit of an echo, like a little between like you and Kale's mic.
Turn down your input receive thing. Yeah, if you turn down your input receive, we should be good.
But I think I'm just picking you up from all the way over here.
Okay. So have yourself muted until you need to talk. Like the button on the back of the headset.
Yeah, I muted him in Discord.
Okay. Did you hit the button, Chris?
I did.
Your mic's not glowing red, so I know you didn't.
I saw him like go muted on like my overlay for a second.
No. Well, I'm clicking it. It's not doing it.
1 second.
You have to. Normally, I just click it and it's fine.
It's this right here. Feel my finger.
Did I click it though? I literally clicked that button multiple times.
I don't know what to tell you, dude. While he's doing that, we met Brahm and all that. He allowed you passage through. Some of you decried your gods in order to gain a blessing. Since Brahm himself is not a fan of the gods, he wanted to see your devotion to show that you weren't just blind zealots working with them. And with that, some of you decried your gods, lost your piety abilities, but gained some other little abilities. And you went on through. When you found the Pyxis, I guess we should not forget about the fact that Palamon got eaten by a T-Rex.
Oof.
That did happen.
Yeah.
As what? Right. Same with Horsey. And in speaking of character death, when we got to the Pyxis inside of the volcano there, it absorbed Lynn in her entirety, painfully, excruciatingly. The Pyxis then started whispering little secrets, little whispers in your ear holes, and created a portal to the underworld since it was sated with a soul after so many years of being hungry for them. While y'all were running away from Polkaranos, the mythic legendary Hydra, and managed to escape to the underworld. And that then puts us, if you look over on the map, y'all will be here in Philios. Philios, let me pull up my notey notes. All right. The land around you is dead and still, much that you would think of the underworld from the stories that you have heard. A layer of dust seems to coat nearly everything here, apparating from the air itself in defiance of water. This is Philios, the place in the underworld meant for souls who neither lived evil or fantastic lives. You feel no heat, only an icy grip on your skin that seems to be trying to invade your very being. Smiles and happiness are long gone from this place. The simple huts made from stone and dirt seem to express the unimpressive and oppressive nature of the place. The souls of the dead meander about pointless tasks or simply wander. Their apparel and appearances are bland to the point of hardly distinguishing one soul from another. No ambition or intent rests behind any of the eyes you see around you. Farmers, servants, and even soldiers who never saw battle dwell here. It is neither a place of torment or relief, but rather as a middle ground for the souls who did not accomplish much in life. Most of Theros' souls end up here. And you had also, last but not least, you also met this friendly little lady over here, Khaleesi. Definitely not pulled from any media that we know.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Who herself is a soul here residing in Philios. Let's see, you remember what I had sent you before there, Khaleesi?
Yes, I have it right here.
Gotcha. So with you remembering that, what I would want to ask the party, and Kozart, let me go ahead and do the unmute. And what I want... Okay. Honestly, when you talk, if you talk, I think they'll just hear you from my mic. Okay, so with that, we are in the underworld here, right? Souls of the dead are all collective here and whatnot. I think we had decided before in chat that oh my god, how did I forget this? Speaking of chat, my bad, y'all. I'm all over the place today. If we remember what I had put here beforehand to kind of give us a pretense of what's happening, is that Erobos, the god of the dead here of the underworld, is requesting that y'all bring the Pixis to his palace up here north to Aganos, his palace. He says that that's what the gods had originally intended, to bring it there. So, hey, great, you're here. He can't see you because the Pixis is hiding your presence from gods. And so that he suggests that you must be heading straight there, because that would be the only smart thing to do, of course. But regardless, he is going to be sending out his forces in search for you, so that they may escort you back to the palace, and that he hopes to see you soon. Okay, I think that is all the super relevant information. So with that, party, what are we thinking?
I believe in the chat it was agreed that we were going to Elysia.
Yeah,
Is that still the plan?
I think that was right.
I think so.
All right. There were also some peoples who expressed interest in seeing some people they knew before in life. Is that still the case? And when I say that, the two specific people aren't here. But maybe there were others out there.
Passively said I could visit all my dead brothers and sisters. Lol.
That is something, upon hearing that, Khaleesi, if you remember what I described before, all of a sudden, off in the distance here in Philios, you kind of see like 7 tiny little beacons kind of light up in the horizon as Zaz mentions his siblings.
I look toward these beacons and I hold out my hand toward them and I say, Yes. I believe these spirits that I sense are your siblings. Is that right, Mr. Ironhoof?
Uh, I'm not sure. I don't really know all of them that well. If you could take me to them, I would love to talk to them.
I say yes. I do have the ability to guide you to them, if that is what you wish.
Sure.
Oh, I gave myself like a scraggly voice last time. I need to do that. Sorry. I need
That's
to
a
get...
personal. That's a personal choice. Here, have a glass of water.
You're right. I took a throat lozenge since last time we spoke. Sorry. Bork. All right. But yes. Yes. I do have the ability to take you there if that is what you wish.
I turn around to the party. I'm like, I mean, if it's not going to kill too much time, y'all.
I feel like you should be able to beat your ancestors.
Yeah, and then what is it? I mean, the worst case is Lynn isn't unpetrifying her mom, and I mean, I still need to unpetrify my mom.
Well, I'll at least try to do her job for her.
Yeah, we'll definitely unpetrify Lynn's mom for sure. We'll save all of what was this? Akaros? It's not Akaros. What is it?
Theros is the
Theros.
continent.
All of Theros.
Are you still trying to find your lost friend Palamon as well?
I mean, yeah, we can say hi to Palamon and hopefully not ask what it was like to be digested inside of a Tyrannosaurus.
It's fine.
It's so cool, too. I wish I could have studied it more.
I'm like, yeah.
Khaleesi, if we go to Palamon, is there any way we could, I don't know, take him back with us?
I say a soul's journey is usually one way, Sir Shaker, but
Khaleesi, real quick, upon that question specifically, can you make a history check?
Oh, yes. Where's my history? Okay. Yeah, 8.
In your mind, Khaleesi, you see the image of Athreos. He is the god of passage, essentially Charon from Greek mythology.
Mm-hmm.
The dude on the boat who transports souls all on River Styx here, like on the map.
Yeah.
Upon that question, you see a figure next to the grand form of Athreos hide inside of his cloak and head out into the distance towards some radiant light, unlike which is here in the underworld. That's what you see in your mind when Kai asks you that question.
I see. I say it's like when it comes to death, young Earthshaker, it is quite a trial and tribulation. For your friend Palamon, there might be something we could do, however, the price might be too high. But we can see.
What do you mean by price?
Well, just like anything in this world, everything has a price. Unfortunately, your friend paid a price by becoming lunch food in the most gruesome way. But to retrieve him might also cost another price, you see.
Palamon wasn't just food. He was a meal.
He was a
I don't know.
snack.
Don't insult my friend by calling him a snack. He was a meal.
He was a whole meal.
And the loyal teammate.
Am I muted or unmuted?
We
I adjusted settings to make it better. I don't know. I reduced my sensitivity.
Sounds good.
I think you sound fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
Kai, Kai says that our time is limited. Erobos is sending his agents to find us. We should move quickly. If we want to see your family and
I mean,
hope to have
if
a
they're
chance
on the
to
way
tell
at
them
this
on.
point, I mean, I doubt that they're gonna be like super ecstatic to see me, but I mean, there probably will be. But you know, it's like,
Are there any like drags on the ground nearby?
Rags? Yeah, sure. There's tattered clothes.
Put on a rag on my head.
Like Thor.
You put a rag in your head like Thor in the movie? Okay.
I'm hiding my presence. I'm
Gotcha.
hidden now.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
what was that?
by disguise.
Gotcha. But with that, yes, the 7 little beacons that Khaleesi is sensing are off in the distance, towards where Elysia is, so that you would be passing right by them, if that's what you want to do.
sure, on our way.
Sure. On top of that, I don't know if we've actually pulled up our sheets or looked at them. I think a lot of us are kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Do we have any healing things we wanted to use before heading out?
I'm fine. Okay.
I mean, y'all don't have to. If you
not-
walk around the 1 HP, feel free.
I'm not doing too bad.
I am
I was able to
pretty hurt, but I could probably figure out. Actually, wait. I could actually use one of my staff's charges to give myself mage armor.
Okay.
Help out for a little bit.
I mean, I could just blow spell slots just to keep healing myself. Because I have 1 HP, lol.
I have a singular potion of healing. I could give someone.
Sure, I'll take it.
I was gonna say I have
All
absolutely
right,
nothing.
I give that to Zaz. Or
Because yeah,
we did.
Lynn hoarded like 5 potions of healing and shit.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Lynn had
Nope.
like a fucking arsenal of healing shit.
I'm probably okay. Or if I die, I die.
I'm gonna remove that potion of healing from my inventory.
Oh, so I heal for 7. And then that puts me at 8. And then I'll do a... we can keep going though as I heal myself. As we're
Okay.
walking, I'm just gonna be casting some cure wounds on myself.
All right, yep. Go ahead and make sure you track the spell slots too. While we do that, then
I still have 76% of my life.
Okay.
good. All right. So when you are all approaching where Khaleesi is sensing these souls, you come upon a clearing. It is a desolate, just dirty, dead garden of sorts. But all around are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Minotaur children, all playing with each other gleefully, seemingly unaware or uncaring of the environment around them. Standing in the back is a robed Minotaur woman, overseeing them all with her. She's kind of leaning up against a dead tree, arms crossed, just observing them. No smile or happiness on her face, but maybe that of content, seeing that these children seem to be the only thing of life in and around here. Up until you, Zaz, step forward. She sees you. You recognize her as one of your other mutters, Olekia, who also died in that the ambush when you were a small boyo.
Technically, she didn't die there. She probably would have died in the Minotaur Temple. I guess that's my bad for pursuing that story, but she probably is dead at this point.
I read off your backstory.
Okay.
Wasn't
I did not write that she died in that ambush. I wrote a lot of text though, so it's confusing.
So Alekia didn't go with you?
I was gonna have it so she actually was back in the Minotaur village.
Is that what you wrote? Because I went off what you wrote.
Okay, I thought that's what I wrote. It's been like months, so I don't know. I apologize. But either way, you can just say she's retconned dead. That's fine. Go ahead. That's mainly because the names are fucking confusing as shit. I took them right out of the backstory, the people that are actually in the Minotaur village, though.
I'm retarded. It does say I missed one sentence where it said she stayed. I read that she took him back. Well, hey, now you get to figure out why she's dead. There you go.
Okay, there you go.
Cool. She sees you, but does not share any kind of enthusiasm upon seeing you. She steps forward, overseeing, making sure the children are all good. She comes up to you, and she says, "Where's oh fuck her? Oh, what the fuck is this name? Hiraki?
Yeah, the significant other, the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's the only thing she says. You, where is Hiraki?
She's still alive. She's petrified. I'm looking for a cure, and I'm unfortunately been brought to this plane. How? I know we were never close, but how are you doing?
She says, "I miss my wife. Where is she? She's petrified. What does that even mean?"
She's petrified. Like she is stone. You're smart.
What
you were in the
happened to
temple.
her?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
She looks you over a bit and she says, "You're not dead, so why are you here?"
I am brought to this plane. I'm renounced the gods. I'm trying to basically go back, save my mother, and go back to the mortal plane. I'm sad that I just had to learn that you've passed away. I thought you would have been alive. You were an oracle of the temple. I didn't think they would kill you.
She tells you that the temple decided to take on a new god and were not needing of the old ones.
Yeah.
That
whatever Breeze god is, I believe that is
Afara.
Yeah, so I want to say it's like Afara and Mogus, and it's like kind of a clash in between those two.
She was from what you wrote in your backstory. She was an oracle of both of them, but she tells you it was neither. Is that this temple all of a sudden started worshiping Farika, who is also the god that the Cult of Frozen Faith worships. She tells you that they poisoned her and all of the church peoples in a single day and wiped them out, and that she woke up here with the children.
I sober up and I try to put my hand on her shoulder and just try to lay it in. And just like I'm sorry that happened, and I'm sorry that you got removed from the world. You basically lost your family, and it's just like, and but you were reunited with them here. Yeah, I don't even think she knew that they died. So, so she died. So her kids died. Then she probably didn't know, and then she died. And you're like, oh shit, there's all my kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
She tells you that she's sad to hear what happened. I assume at this point you would have told her about the ambush and all that.
Yep.
But that she was sitting here eagerly for she doesn't even know how long, waiting Hiraki, and she wants to be reunited with her loved one.
One day we'll all be reunited here, but for the time being, it's like I think she needs to serve her purpose on the mortal plane, as do I.
She hesitantly agrees. And she asks you then, so you said petrified. Do you know by what means? Was it a beast? Was it a person? How did you find her?
From what we saw, Gorgons are the ones that do the petrification, or it's a petrification potion, or it's a basilisk-like stare. Those are the things we know as of right now, right?
Yeah, because you saw a Gorgon take a Parasophia. That was Lynn's mom.
Yeah, so she had to have come in with the Gorgon. She also had a amulet on her at the time. I believe it was like a Gorgon amulet. So she may have used it out of desperation and petrified herself.
She tells you that the next time you find yourselves in Melitus, to go down to the college there and speak with whoever is currently running the potions classes, herbology, etc. She writes down a list of very specific ingredients. She hands that to you, and some dusty parchment.
Ooh. Was Basilisk Venom on the list?
It was.
All right, look at that. We did it.
Along with crushed Cyclops Eye, Chimera Hoof, and Fire from Mount Kuranos and Akros.
Okay.
Or Mount. Sorry, I got the name wrong. Kuranos is another god. It's a mountain range in Theros. I'm covering my map, but yeah, that's what you need.
And I'm like, so how many Cyclops eyes? Is it multiple? Just can I just crush one up?
Just one should do it. Yeah.
Okay.
She says that this college might be holding those ingredients there in Melitus.
Okay. All right, I have all that written down.
Yeah. And upon your conversation, the small little children see you, and they walk up and they ask Lachio, "Who's that?" Pointing to you, Zaz. And they all look up to you.
And I say, it is I, little Zazabar, the frail child.
Immediately, the 7 children all excitedly charge you. They're trying to pull you down, get you into a headlock, just like they would before. They keep taunting you, saying, "Oh, if we just really tried, well, we'll get you just like we used to, Zaz."
I pants the one, and then I fling the one over, and give him a noogie, and I'm just like, oh, you rascals! But in my brain, I'm noogieing the shit out of him because he used to noogie the fuck out of me when I was a kid. I'm just like, you little son of a bitch.
For sure. Even in the afterlife, their childlike wonder and happiness is not yet faded.
A tear comes to my eye. I give them all individually a hug, and I would know all their names, but me as a real life person does not know all their names because I did not write any of their names down.
Correct. I was like, good, you didn't give me names. Easy enough for me.
Chicken wing, hot dog,
Nope.
bologna, macaroni.
Nope. Nope, not even. A through F, that's it. One of them asks you, a C specifically approaches you and says, "Zaz, are you here to stay with us?"
Maybe someday, little C.
Lackey holds C's little arm and says, "Not today, but maybe someday."
I'll be back with your other mother someday, and we'll be just glad to be here among you guys.
They all do the classic "aw" as they all go back to playing.
And I'll say to my mom, will just be like, I'll be sure to live my best life, and so will Mom, and can't wait to see you guys again. I'll have nothing but happiness to look forward to in death.
She gives you one last big hug. Tells you to be safe and to please bring her wife back to her.
No problem.
Alrighty. Man, Alfred's not here because I had a thing for him too. Oh well, that's fine.
That's very cute.
And then after our hug ends, you hear the da-na-na.
Alrighty. Cool. So if we wanted to, we can begin to leave Philios out toward Elysia, the paradise for heroes.
To Elysia, away!
Who wants to lead this group through the treacherous wastes of the underworld?
I vote Captain Theon Fellclaw. And I look at him, I'm like, wait a minute, you're a captain?
Wait, what?
Sorry, Chris. He has the title of captain now.
Oh, it does.
Oh, unmute yourself.
Survival check.
I was gonna volunteer myself to redeem myself for my mistakes on the island.
Actually, I might be able to dex it. Never mind.
What?
What?
There's a lot of conflict on any of that.
We didn't make a decision. Okay, so Zaz, you're volunteering.
Uh,
Or not
no,
Zaz,
I gotta stick.
He was volunteering Theon.
I was like,
I
Leon,
was
you go.
like, sure, I got this, and I gotta stick.
I didn't hear everyone agree yet. So, Kai, did you say you wanted to?
I was gonna volunteer myself. I wanted to redeem myself for my mistakes on the island.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a survival check to lead us on through.
Only if the group will accept me.
I'll accept it. I know I shouldn't because I'll get sidetracked. I see something cool.
I said, I don't even know you, but sure.
Go ahead, Kai, whenever you're ready.
All right, roll survival.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, that's not too bad. That's a
great.
14
Yeah,
for
that's
a
pretty good.
19.
Very good. The way to Elysia is very uneventful. Rocks and crags and dirt and dust for miles to see. About a 3 hours journey until you reach the edge of Elysia. As you can see, the land, much like how this map represents, land starts to turn more green and vibrant and nice feeling and whatnot. As you're approaching closer to the grounds of Elysia, around you is a lush and fertile landscape with rolling hills covered in vibrant, colorful flowers, tall swaying grass, and bountiful orchards filled with ripe fruit. The vegetation is perpetually in bloom, and the air is filled with the sweet scent of blossoms. You feel the drastic change of the ice-cold feeling of the underworld now to a temperate and mild climate. It's neither too hot nor too cold, with a perpetual gentle breeze that makes the environment comfortable and soothing. There are clear, pristine rivers and lakes where the waters sparkle like diamonds. These bodies of water were often believed to have healing properties, and the souls of Elysium could drink from them to refresh themselves. Of Elysia. Elysia is believed to be a realm close to the gods, and it sometimes is inhabited by divine beings and spirits. Heroes and beloved figures from mythology could be found here, as well as deities who occasionally visited to bestow their blessings. So you're kind of in a clearing, some hills nearby. You see some kind of grand structures in the distance. Our good friend right here, Khaleesi, can you make me a history check once more?
Yes. Please be better than the one before. Or not, or suck even worse. That's fine. Okay.
You feel that you've been here before, but don't quite know what.
Cool. I'm glad to be of you such help.
Your little beacon for locating our good friend Palamon shows off in the distance near a thicket. From your perspective, you can see two figures. One's riding on what appears to be a winged horse, and the other a winged bull. They're flying in and out of the treetops towards where your little locator beacon thing is going off.
I tell this to the party, and I point in the said direction of the two spirits I sense.
And just for my mental picture, do we see this beacon too, or is it just something that like Khaleesi sees as
It is just
being like her
Khaleesi.
like spirit guide? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Do those spirits mean trouble that are heading towards Palamon?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe if I roll for perception.
Yeah, I'm gonna give me a perception.
Please, I'm begging you.
Stare into their souls.
13.
13 there. Khaleesi, from a distance, you can vaguely make out that both figures are wielding weapons, and when they come in and out of the treetops, they seem to be making slashes at each other. And that's what you can kind of tell from that.
I also tell this to the group, let them know what I sense and what I see.
Oh, so they're fighting each other?
Boys will be.
Don't! I mean, I guess, sure. Alright. But yes, that is what I see these two having a type of a sparring match, maybe?
It's a
Between the
good
two of them.
interpretation of what you see.
Yeah, a sparring match between the two of them. Some type of joust.
Nice.
See, should we approach carefully then?
I would keep a safe distance just to get in case. We wouldn't want to break their concentration, possibly in this case. And then have their attention focused on us. Let's see how it plays out, essentially.
Don't mind me.
Oh.
Whoa.
I may have dropped all my figures into the void.
It's fine. It happens. It happens. But yes, I would say let's proceed with caution. But yes, keep a safe distance. And if things go awry, then maybe then we will interfere.
Okay.
All right, so we want to go towards that thicket where those two figures on their flying mounts are fighting.
Yes.
Alrighty. Approaching
Sneakily.
then. What was that?
Sneakily.
Okay, if you want to not be seen.
Yeah.
If you want to not be seen, go ahead and do a stealthy checky.
Oh, my stealth is so high. Let's fucking go.
Same.
Oof. 19. Let's go.
All right. Oh, shit. The hell's my... There we go.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Stealth. Oh.
At a 23.
27.
I got a 21.
Theon, is that two net ones?
I know, and I was gonna run at and tap.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good. Well, everyone else is stealthily approaching from the vegetation, using the forest trees above you as cover as to not be seen. Meanwhile, your large lion friend is rushing headfirst towards the man on the flying horse.
Smelly!
So with that, through the thicket in front of you rides a human woman in heavy armor mounting a winged bull. In pursuit of her is a Triton man with a glaive on a Pegasus trailing her. The woman turns to face the Triton head on, but the Triton launches his glaive directly at her mount, causing her to fall 20 feet from the sky, head over heels down to the ground. The Triton man makes his mount descend down towards her as he raises his glaive directly at her head. For a moment, you believe that he's going to end her life. Instead, he places the glaive's blade into the ground, dismounts, and offers a hand to her. I was going to have him read this, but here we are. You have to protect your mount like you would your own life. If he falls, so do you. He helps the woman to her feet, and you recognize her as Denari, one of the Cult of Frozen Faith's leaders. The Triton man, of course, is Palamon. And you're running straight towards him there, Theon?
I'm basically just like running on all fours, cat.
Running on all fours.
All fours. So you do that. Palamon raises his glaive and is about to raise it towards your stomach until he sees that familiar scar across your eye as he pulls the glaive closer to his chest, and you tackle him down to the ground, and
I hug him.
you give him a big, great hug. From underneath your large figure, you can hear Palamon say, "Okay, big guy, thanks. Appreciate it. Good to see you." As he beckons you to get off of him.
I get up.
Great.
Then I punch Denari in the face.
Oh, wow!
Oh.
Woke up and chose violence.
Make an athletics checks versus Palamon's. 27 for Palamon. Was it dirty or not? Dirty. Okay. He grabs your arm, grabs you from behind, kind of puts you, doing one of these full Nelson or whatever. He's like, no, she's fine, she's fine. Come on, big guy, she's fine.
That's fine. Let me punch her.
The rest of the party, what are you doing in this scenario since you're hidden?
Well, I guess they're friendly.
Yeah, I'll approach.
Just go ahead and walk over.
I stay
Palamon.
behind because I don't know if this is a normal interaction between these two. So,
I don't know what it
choose to
means.
I don't know
They
if it's
just seem
normal or not,
friendly.
so I'm just going to stay behind and look.
Still holding Theon, Palamon looks over and sees you all. He says, "Guys, how did you get here? You're not dead."
Oh, well, no, we're not.
I wave from the back. I am.
She is.
He asked you. So did you get it? Did you get the Pixis?
Yes and no.
Who is carrying that, by the way?
I don't know. I don't think
Who
I
had
have.
Didn't we put it like in the bag? Who has the bag?
Oh, the bag, yeah.
Bag of holding.
Yeah. I think
So-
I do. Do I have a bag of holding?
If you have the bag
Yeah.
of holding, it's yours.
Perforos gave that to you.
Oh, yeah.
So it's in the bag of holding. Okay.
Yeah, it's in the bag of holding that I have on me, I guess. So yes and no, but I'm just gonna say yes. Yes, we do.
He says that's great. So what happened after that? Did you get your mom back together?
No. We literally got walked through a portal that the Pixis made and got sent directly here.
Says so how long has it been? For me, the time here in the underworld works differently. It's felt like years.
Oh, it's been like, I look at my
4 hours?
sundial on my wrist. About 5 hours.
He says he looks very surprised, like, oh my god, I would have thought that more time would have passed in Theros by now. I guess it's just been so nice here. So what are you guys heading?
To the mortal plane, to out of here. And yeah.
He says, "Oh, gotcha. So you're how you getting out?"
I don't know. You wanna help us, buddy? Point us in the right direction. There's stairs out.
So one of the things too. So I'll play this with knowing what he and I talked about before. What you all are going to be asking Palamon is to leave literal heaven, literal paradise. Palamon has won the Aronian Games. He was a faithful follower of Iris. He's done everything, every single little thing the gods have asked him to do, and has been thusly rewarded. You are asking him to give that all up to go back to the world of the living and essentially reset that progress, and potentially never be welcomed back in case he doesn't do anything, enough to earn back his place.
I say you don't have to leave here. You can just, show us the door.
He thinks about it, looks over to Denori, just see if I'm typing. And he says, do you really need help, friendos?
Yeah, if you could. I mean, if it's not gonna get you in too much trouble.
When I leave you,
Alright.
Charlene.
Oh yeah, that's right. He mentions, hey, what happened to Lynn? What happened to our leader?
I pull my collar. Ugh.
He's trapped inside the Pixis, we think.
In the Pixis? Is
Yeah.
she alive?
Maybe. There's, it traps all the souls and stuff, so maybe at the very least, her soul's in there. We're not sure if we can get her back out,
Unfortunately.
unfortunately.
Let's not even talk about the body.
Ugh.
Yeah.
pull my
think
collar.
But
throw
her,
it back again.
like her body did disappear when she touched the Pyxis, right? Like she was just gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her entire being got sucked up inside that little box.
Okay.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought the body was just still there.
Just a husk.
Ooh.
Not pretty.
Mm.
I'm just gonna say a warrior's duty's never done. It's time for round 2.
Time for round 2.
What the fuck?
Charlin 2, the reckoning.
Charlin 2, The Reckoning.
Stop.
Charlin Shank Redemption.
I didn't even get my figures out. Oopsie, tripsy, we're over here. So in the
Tell Palamon
mid,
that he,
Yep.
he was a valued member of our team, and it would be an honor to fight alongside him again. But I respect that it would be asking him to give up a lot.
so in the middle of deciding what he wants to do in that situation. Above you, you hear the fluttering of wings, specifically 4 sets. As Palamon looks up into the sky, he tells you all to go, hide now. And
Okay.
and if you're not already hidden, anyone who wants to do as Palamon is requesting, either make a stealth, athletics, or acrobatics check to get out of the way
It's like,
and into some cover.
I'm still technically stealthed, but I will be stealthed now back here.
Okay.
I got another nat 1.
Okay.
All right, you fall over the hole in the ground where Palamon put his glaive.
Alright, I'm gonna stealth. Alright, that's 14.
I'm rolling on my tablet. That didn't work. Okay.
I got a 22 for athletics. I'm just gonna
Alright.
huff it.
30 for stealth.
Okay, I set the DC at 15 for all those, so if you made 15 or more, go ahead and put yourself anywhere along here, using whatever skill you managed to get out of the way in time. It looks like Demos and especially Theon are going to be still out here with everyone. Put the 3 back here.
I mean, I rolled for stealth. I just don't know how well I did because I rolled a 14.
Trying to make myself look as much as
I think you said he was 15.
Yeah,
That's what he was
DC
looking
is
for.
15.
I say to Theon, I'm like, pretend like you guys are dead.
Just keel over.
They don't know.
this is the land of the dead. Up until now.
I gotta perform this dead.
I put my head in the dirt hole.
It honestly might be more
This
suspicious
is a
if they
new one.
play
He
dead.
just flops over.
What was that, Kai?
Be more suspicious.
It might be more suspicious if they play dead.
So, descending from the skies through the thicket are 4 winged figures, much unlike any of the undeads that you've seen around here. First descending is Boop. These 2 winged ladies here, one battle-clad in armor, and the other one adorned in sigils of Perforos, emanating with a fiery glow. The other one slowly floats down, kind of a ghost-like essence about him, kind of oversees everything, until finally a larger figure crashes down directly in front of
Like Iron Man
Palamon.
Sorry, I was zoomed in super close.
Crashes down directly in front of him. Adorned in armor and with a great sword the size of twice of Theon. Is a big, big boy. He looks over to you all. And so Theon and Demos, how are you reacting to this situation? Doesn't look like anyone's making any kind of attacks or anything, but they've descended.
My face in the dirt hole.
Face in the dirt.
And I was trying to play dead.
Play dead. Okay, gotcha.
Because that was my technical stealth since I failed.
Wonderful. So the larger angelic figure maybe looks towards Palamon. And he says, "You there! You're known as Palamon. You've been a recent entry to Elysia. You know of those who've entered our realm." He looks over at Denari, and Theon and Demos. We're looking for some mortals who are holding something that Lord Erobos wants. And you happen to know them. Have you seen these mortals? Palamon looks over to you and Theon. He stands up to this angel guy, not afraid of nothing. And he tells him, no, I haven't seen anything. And I need to roll against myself, deception and insight. 14 plus 6, so 21 for Palamon's deception, insight for the large guy. That is, what is your charisma? Because he also rolled a 14 something. His charisma. Okay, they equaled actually, so we'll do meets beats then. The guy looks down kind of suspiciously. He looks over to Denari, analyzing her, and he says, You've known them as well. He raises his sword to Denari and says, what do you know of the mortals that have entered our realm? Or Erobos wants them found and brought back to the palace immediately. She looks up and she kind of spits on the ground in front of the angelic man. And she says, piss off! I've done what I needed to do to earn my place. I don't need to be... And before she could even finish the sentence... Oh, is that my music bot? Yeah. Before she could even finish the sentence, the apparition back here had floated behind her. And it looked like it entered her body. You can see Denari's form twisting and convulsing. And you can see her agonizing in pain as it appears that the apparition is taking control until she finally stands straight up after her agonizing screams. She points towards those two, Theon and Demos.
Oh, shit.
He looks down at you two, and he says, yes, you're not for this realm. Tell me, where is it? Where's the Pixis?
The what?
What was that, Chris?
Our companions have them and have it, and they're heading to Erobos. I just came as a detour to say hi to my friend.
What about you, Demos? What do you say to him?
And I was basically saying I came along with Theon to see how fun that would be, you know? Plus, it got to see a lot of cool things. Like, I've never seen any of you before.
And he says, if you earn your place in life, may you return here. But for now, go to the palace. But where are those that have the Pixis? I need to make sure they don't lose it or misappropriate it.
Heading to the palace.
Where?
Whatever path that I don't. You look at me. You think I know? You think I know?
Not a thought between those eyes.
Again, we just got here. We have no idea where the palace is.
We just deviated, and I'm kind of just winging it. I'll probably find my way back.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right. Theon, the apparition floats out of Denari. This man looks down at the apparition towards you, nods. What's up?
I go, consent.
Consent?
And I say no.
Make a charisma save as the apparition attempts to possess you. DC 14. Charisma save, yep, DC 14. Oof. Why did it roll it? Wait, why did it roll like 7 times?
I don't know. When I click it once, it just rolled it.
Well, your first result was a 19, so actually that beats it. As what happens on a fail? Actually, I didn't even read that law. Okay. The apparition is pushed out, and it kind of shakes its head no up at the large man here. as he kneels down to you, Demos. He says, "Where is the Pixis? I tire of this."
I thought we already told you where it's heading.
He says that they came from Agonos here towards Elysia and didn't see anyone headed. So, do they have any sort of direction? Where should they be at this time?
Really don't know. We kind of just, set up on different ways. So I've been following Theon here for a moment.
In the spirit, they're taking the shortest route.
Yeah, whatever that means.
So our large man goes over to his two angelic peoples back here. They're gonna float over here. And he says, "You two will accompany me back to the palace where we will talk to Erobos and wait for your friends there."
I'm a tourist.
There is no tourist.
Can't we at least go and see all this stuff? Because I want to know what kind of other unlife happens here.
He says,
like there's got to be new creatures and all that, right?
He tells you this place is for the holy. This place is for those who've proven themselves loyal to the gods' whims. If you wish to return to this place, you must earn it in life.
Gives a Skyrim response.
Can I go explore the unworthy part of the underworld?
What's that?
Like, can I go explore the non-worthy part of?
Sure. Would you like to go over to Tizris, a plane of torment and murder?
As long as I'm not being tormented.
So those of us who are in the back, it looks like these two are about to be picked up and whisked away. Are we going to aggro, or are we going to just meet them there at the palace?
Question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume I know, of course, who these angels are as well.
Yes, these you recognize them as justiciars. These are Erobos's sort of like holy forces to the more darker forces here. They oversee Elysia to make sure that order is kept. And that the larger figure here is Zircon, Archon of Falling Stars. He is an ancient being that once also fought to oversee the gods, but himself fell to the underworld. But Erobos took a liking to him and gave him a nice, proper job here.
Okay. So, my rationale would say, don't fuck with those people.
It is totally up to what y'all want to do.
Please see. Should we mess with these guys? A whisper from behind the tree.
I do that whole thing where I like swipe my hand across my neck, like don't. Like I wouldn't recommend it.
Honestly, the longer we keep the Pixis out of their hands, the better. But I mean, so like he's taking it to the God's Palace, pretty much.
Yes, that is where Erobos wants you to bring the Pixis back to Agonos back here, and that's where Zircon says he's going to bring Theon and Demos.
Okay, well, I guess if that's the case, then we probably should interfere. As much as Khaleesi doesn't want to, she realizes like we probably should do something, but considering that these are your friends, I would wait for one of you two to make the first move, since I don't know them.
What do you think, Zaz?
Big man's scary, and we've already kind of PO'd Perforos, so I don't know if we want to hand over the Pixis to the gods yet. The gods don't know that we betrayed them yet, but
True.
you know, the sooner we get the Pixis to their hands, I mean, the greater purpose would be just to kind of keep serving the gods, hand over the Pixis, and let it roll, honestly. But what's his name did trust us, so I'm not sure.
Brom.
Brom.
Bruh.
Are
Bruh.
we gonna? So, do you think we should just meet them at the palace?
Yeah, I
Okay,
think.
maybe-
Sure. Why not? Why not?
Well, Theon, for the
All right.
second time, you're being captured.
I have experience.
Of course, I don't want to take away your agency if Theon or Demos want to react to this.
It's not
You
being...
T-pose. You T-pose and take it. What about you, Demos?
T-pose.
I mean, Theo's the type to not really just like, I don't know, like he will have to want to go there regardless. So it's just like, oh, hold on, what else is there?
Zircon says, there at the palace,
Yes.
our Lord Erobos and his many wonderful, awful machinations and creatures that he's created over the centuries.
Fuck.
They're a buffet.
Is there a buffet? Shut up.
And would you mind if I were able to, record some of these things?
I suppose you could.
Oh, speaking of which, do you mind if I we take a moment here just to kind of just write you down a little bit, because never really seen you before. Might as well.
This 20-foot human picks you up by one of your horns and begins to fly away. All right, away! Wait. Away! Woo! Oh, I forgot you. Sorry. Away! Don't worry, we'll see him again.
Oh,
No, he dropped me.
Demo is still here.
Oh no, he's not.
By
I was
you totally
lagging.
come back to life or something. Ignore me, angels.
Man, it's really hard to see two friends fly away in the underworld like that. All right.
Fools got themselves captured. Now we have to go rescue them. I did want to ask.
Rescue them. Right.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I did want to ask Palamon what he's doing with Denari.
He says that he's been trying to train her. That she fell so quickly in battle in life that he's spent the past few years trying to train her to be better, to control her rage, so she might be a better warrior. Just because that she was our enemy in life doesn't mean that has to continue to do so in death.
That's
A live round 2.
very nice. I don't know if I could see Denari that way, but have you? I guess Denari, how do you still feel about the cult of the Frozen Faith?
She looks over to you all with a grin and says, "I served my goddess well, and that's why I earned my place here. I've whatever feelings I might have had for you are gone, as I only exist now to enjoy my paradise. But I have no regrets about anything I did."
Smelly.
Well, that's smelly.
I just grunts under his breath. Well, should we be on our way then to the palace?
Yeah. I mean, hey, Palamon. I know. You know what? I don't want to bother you anymore. You did a great job, buddy, and I'm really gonna miss you. I'm glad you're living it up here.
He says, "Hold on," as he whistles, and whew, a Horsey 2.0 arrives.
Horsey? Oh, sorry, I don't know Horsey. I mean,
Horsey
what's
the
that?
Brave.
You know, Horsey.
I mean, wow. What's happening? What are those?
Copy. There you go.
Is that actual Horsey the one that burned to death?
It is.
You're right.
It is the actual Horsey that burnt up into death. He's now a majestic Pegasus serving his loyal companion Palamon here in Elysia.
Amazing.
Amazing. It tells you all to hop on, and we're gonna go get our boyos back.
Palamon, you really are a true hero.
We all fit.
Yeah, no, I was like,
Cool.
I'm just gonna pretend to get on and be like, oh, there we go.
As we were all reminded by that comic this week, I am a size medium creature.
It's true. You can mount horses, I guess.
I can.
That
Just
made me
straddle
laugh.
them like a fucking horse spider and just wrap around their chest.
Weirdest thing ever. It's rules legal, DM.
Yeah, I can just carry stuff like I'm one size larger.
Alrighty. Well, with that, we are going to transition to something a little different. Bazinga.
Oop, oh.
Let me know if anything's having trouble loading.
Ooh, wait, this looks familiar?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay, sorry. What I meant was, I've never seen this map before in my entire life.
None of you have seen this map, especially not specifically the ones in the previous campaign. Never, ever.
Never, ever. In fact, this is a great map, Kale. I'm glad you made this from scratch with your own time.
Definitely I did that. It wasn't me Googling castle in the workshop and then finding something that looked cool.
No, of course not. You would never.
Actually, I need to bring your figures and give me one.
But what if I use this map if I do the thing I want to do?
Do it. It's a good map. Theon, he's not gonna be here.
The thing I want to do is eventually do Helm's round 2.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. You were talking about doing that. Palamon right here. I need Kai right here.
Just underneath this place, or just
It was a portal that led to the underworld. It was in the ground as if it's underground. It doesn't exist like quite literally underground, but it's like sort of a cavernous underground like world. And then I need a demo. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and make sure your figure's over yonder. Match the size of the actual map.
Oh, so make them bigger.
Yeah.
Zombie. Thank you.
Oh,
Oh, I gotta do grid.
I forgot how to spell my name.
All right, you two. You're over here with me. Alrighty.
You're also huge now.
You get to come over here and talk to the god of the dead. Aren't you excited?
Yeah, but I'm just looking at the dog.
Just looking at the dog. Can I pet that dog?
That's basically what he was gonna ask.
Oh, can I pet that dog?
Okie dokie, music boy. There we go. Good stuff. Okay, so as you approach, let me make sure we got the horse. I'm gonna bring the horse. I got a horse right here. Perfect. Imagine he has wings. As you approach the dark palace of Erobos, the land no longer is green like in Legia, but instead a molten black. Lava fissures erupt out of every crease and crevice out here. The land is in very, very acrid and ashy. The heat is intense, and the whole place just reeks of sulfur and death. Any sort of hope or life that could have been in this place has ceased to exist for a millennia. So you arrive on the Pegasus down in front of the gate there. Standing atop, I don't have figured up here, are a couple of souls, some sort of undead, are looking down at you, and they ask you what your business is.
You guys brought me here.
Not you two, Demo, at the end.
Oh,
I'll get to you in a second.
Going to see Master Erobos.
One of them asks you, what business with the Lord do you have?
Oh, we were sent on an important errand, and we're here to turn in his claim.
See, they ponder this for a moment, and they open the gate for you. On the inside, slithering all about on the ground, are various what you could call mutated creatures. They don't really look like anything you've ever seen before. Not any kind of singular creature. Just sort of a writhing mass of mouths and teeth gnashing all across the ground. As the two guards on the gate beckon you towards the center palace, back over here.
I whisper to Zaz, are we gonna give it to them? I thought you guys didn't want to give it to the gods. And I myself still have some questions about why they were so misleading towards us about it.
The good news is, if it nullifies godhood, is that what we know it does? Is that right?
Yes. So the gods cannot touch it, and it hides you from the gods themselves. They essentially cannot directly influence you. So as long as you are near the Pyxis.
Okay. Is that like relevant now, or is it because it's in the void of the bag of holding that we are good?
It is presumed that the Pyxis itself is emanating that, right? So it being in the bag of holding acts as the same as you physically holding it.
Okay.
Well, it acts the same as you physically holding it, besides the fact that your soul isn't being sucked in from it because you're not physically touching it now.
Right. I'm gonna basically like put my hand on the bag or whatever and be like, "So, my man, voice, are you still there?"
Are you talking about the Pyxis
Yeah,
system?
I'm trying to talk to the Pyxis and be like, "You still there, boy?"
You hear whispers that sound far, far away, and they seem to say that can't hear, bring closer.
I hold it up to my ear. I hold the bag up to my ear and say, "Hey."
Can't see you. Dark, it's dark. Show us you.
I'll open up the bag and look inside.
You see the bag floating there in the ethereal space of the bag of holding.
I say, "You know damn well I can't touch you, so, you know." How you doing?
Is he saying this aloud? Or is it like telepathic?
It can be aloud. We'll say that
Okay.
everything that Zaz is saying is aloud, but the whispers he's hearing are telepathic.
Okay. I'm just going to be leaning and looking in the bag, talking. I'm assuming all the people that are at the gate and everything are just like, "What the fuck is this dum-dum doing?"
Yeah, who are
Who
you talking to? 'Cause I don't, who are you talking to, Zaz?
You know, the P word, the big P word.
Gross.
Not my P word, the P word. You know, the thing we went to go get P word.
Got it. It talks to you?
It talks to. Didn't you hear its voice last time?
Did I? Or was it just the person who touched it?
The person whoever touches it will kind of communes with it, but when it sort of has an influence about it regardless. But yeah.
Well, what does it say?
I'm basically trying to ask it. We're about to go into one of the gods' temple here. In fact, we are here, and they have a hold of one of our friends. Is there any way you could offer us some aid? I don't think you want to go to the gods, from what I remember.
So what you hear is, that's the line.
Oh, hold on. Zaz, help me.
In Lynn's voice. That's what you hear.
I'm like, girl, you there?
You up?
Our great Lord Charlene, are you there?
Silence.
Here you go. I'll feed you lines.
Oh. Trapped inside. Open the Pyxis. Release me.
I can't do that. I'll die.
I think we. Or, I'm not hearing this.
No, I'm kidding.
I'll be like, well, fuck you too. Damn. There goes the bag.
What did it say? That sounds like it didn't end well.
It basically ended with the Pyxis trying to goad me into touching it and, having it suck my soul in, so...
What?
I don't think it was hungry anymore, at least. Or because it ate Lynn. But...
Yeah, but, I mean, it's probably always hungry, is my guess. I mean, it probably has, like, 1 billion souls or some shit in it. I don't know. I don't know how it gets its power. Can I do, like, an Arcana check and give, like, a knowledgeable check on that, just to be like...
Yes.
Like, can you touch it?
Those who are nearby, and not Theon and Demos, go ahead and make Arcana or History your choice to determine that specific bit of information.
Should Khaleesi do it too?
Yeah.
I got a 24.
Ooh, very good.
I'm not even gonna roll.
We'll go ahead and just take that.
Oh.
Given what Brahm told you, or rather what he didn't tell you, you determined that he seems to have been leaving out some certain details. The Pyxis itself is essentially a gigantic collection of souls. The gods themselves, they are in being by faith of mortals. The Pyxis acts in the opposite direction, where it acts in regards to physical souls, the difference being that the souls need to be constantly fed. So Brahm told you that he fought the forces of mortals in order to fight against the gods. So if he's fighting legions of mortals, those souls probably were being used to fuel the Pyxis. So he was, slaughtering people in order to obtain that power in battle so that he could, go on his own little holy crusade. The Pyxis can only be powered via souls. So it's assumed that it could be... That was a very accurate description. It is probably always hungry, always looking to gain more.
So, do I know? We don't know who actually made the Pyxis, though, or was it like
Erobos made it?
Erobos originally made the Pyxis in order to house souls that he liked, in order to kind of keep them as a trophy. But he inevitably created a weapon that could be used against him, not understanding the power of souls.
Got it. So it's like it's also a weapon, but it's also housing like millions of souls, pretty much, and that's probably why he wants it back. So he can just be like, unlimited power,
unlimited power.
Not just that. I think weren't we told that like when souls are released, like disasters happen? It's a very powerful reaction.
Every time the Pyxis has been opened from Demos' studies and your other studies from before. Plagues, tsunamis, fires, etc. Disasters happen.
So I think that brings us back to the original question. Are we handing it over?
I mean,
threaten him with it.
Pretty much. I'm not sure where else we can go, honestly, from here. It's just like, I mean, we could always bail on Theon. And then just try to escape the underworld on our own merits. But if poor Demo and Theon are just basically being held captive by the Lord of the Damned, we could try to hear him out, but more than likely, it's just going to end with him taking the Pyxis no matter what.
I turned to the group and I say, would it be helpful if possibly I took the Pyxis? He does not expect me to have it. Is that correct?
Yeah, sure. Why not? You take it.
Okay. I take the Pyxis and I just hide it under my...
And I say, before you take it, I'm like, wait a minute.
What?
Pinky swear you won't steal it from us. The most sacred of all customs on Akaros and beyond is a pinky swear. Pinky swear with me right now.
Oh, okay. Khaleesi holds out her hand and her pinky and outreach to Zaz, and it's like,
If you break our promise today, you'll eat a bunch of glass tomorrow. That's our promise. And we shake hands, we do a little dance, and then we do.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad that was.
You're like a skeleton, right?
I'm like kind of like zombie-ish.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm like, yeah, kind of
Right,
rotting.
yeah. If you break the promise, we'll break off your undead finger.
I look at Kai. I'm like, damn, that's a little far, man. I was just gonna make her chew on glass.
Oh, sorry.
Like, oh, I was only going to make her chew on glass. Right. Oh, right. Oh,
That's
right.
not that bad. You're undead. It doesn't even matter to you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I guess I don't have any feelings. Shit. Fuck me. All right.
Fuck me, right?
Fuck me, right? All right, cool. Anyways, so I take the bag which has the Pixis inside, and I like shove it under my cloak, for hiding.
Sure. So before I bounce back over to Theon and Demo, so Khaleesi, you're going to go in and approach Erobos with that. What about the other 2/3? I'll be Palamon here.
Well, I assumed we were all going in together, but the plan was
Together?
to, like
Okay.
they don't expect Khaleesi to be holding it if they try to like get us.
Gotcha. Okay. So in the meantime, while your friends are approaching, the angelic beings drop you down directly in the middle of this little courtyard here, Demo and Theon. Around you are various demons. You've got this good old boy up here, a couple other demon guys back here, and around the perimeter are the rest of the contingent of those angelic beings that brought you here. More notably, of course, is the large towering being that is none other than Erobos, god of the dead himself. Him standing there with his gigantic massive whip named Mastix that is said to have a reach of at least a mile, and that is used to bring souls back from the Theros back to the underworld here. He stands before you, solemnly looking down at you with a blank expression, his eyes a jet black. And he simply asks you, "So, have you decided to be good little champions and bring me the Pixis?"
I don't have it on me. Personally, not me.
I was told there were many creatures here.
Erobos looks over to Zircon. Zircon says, my lord, they said there was a contingent, there was another set of mortals heading here, and he reaches up with his whip, and he lashes out, covering Zircon's head, suffocating him down in the ground as Zircon struggles to release it. And Erobos just stares and watches Zircon struggle for minutes on end until he finally collapses. Erobos points up at the little apparition here as she starts to drag the unconscious body away. He looks over. Erobos looks over to his other forces and says, "No excuses. I want the Pixis. Find the mortals that do, and in the meantime, I'll have a conversation with these two."
First, I'm gonna feed your dog. I throw them some of the meat. My possession for the
First,
dog.
before we do that, can I pet your dog?
So we'll say that Theon threw that meat over to the Cerberus here, which happily glomps down on that meat, and it's passive enough for you to approach and pet it, Demo.
I mean, I was going to try to handling it, but yeah, sure.
It's probably very hungry, and Theon carrying mortal meat compared to what's available down here made it especially happy.
Ah, fair enough. It's a good boy.
Erobos continues to lean over and tower over you and says, "So what are you planning? I tire of the games. Where's the Pixis? What are you doing with it?"
Well, we're bringing it here. And personally, I don't have a thought in my brain at all. my brain's in the Pixis now.
And you, looking over to you, Demo.
I thought it would be fun to kind of hang around Theon for a bit.
God damn it. Don't want to give nothing to nobody. Erobos just says, "And you two shall wait here patiently while your friends will bring us the Pixis. In the meantime," and Erobos looks up to this guy up here, old demon with wings, as he raises his staff into the air, and 6 shadowy figures apparate all around you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab these guys. Hello. Says, in the meantime, you'll stay put right where you are as these shadowy figures surround you, their claws outstretched. And we'll have a conversation, you two and I. First, I want to know, do you know what the Pixis is capable of?
Be honest, no. I'm stupid.
Be honest, no.
Things explode, I guess.
Personally, from what I've read, it has some.
I spin around and lay down.
Great, Demo.
That's it. For what I've read, it probably has a lot of I guess ways to at least boost your magical prowess. At least that's what I heard. Oh, read about.
He says, you're on the right track, but it's much more than that. Are you aware that we gods come into being by the faith of those who believe in us and worship us? Because of that faith, it gives us power, it gives us form, and we become who we are. The Pixis uses a different form of power, but one that's very much similar. That Pixis could be used to create a demigod. And that demigod could potentially usurp the rest of the gods and cause chaos throughout Theros and potentially end humanity as we know it. We serve you with our blessings. You serve us with your worship. The Pixis only wants chaos. It only wants destruction. It only wishes to see calamity sown throughout all of the world. We want to keep the Pixis out of your hands so that no one can be corrupted by it, and so that we can continue to serve you, and you can continue to serve us.
Question.
Answer.
You said it corrupts, correct?
Yes.
And, has there ever been a chance you tried purifying it?
Unfortunately, when I created the Pixis, the power of the souls created an influence that I can no longer affect, much like how I cannot directly affect one of the other gods.
Ah, I see. So essentially, there potentially may be a way to purify it, if you're not saying.
There might be a way, none that we figured out in these past years. If we could figure that out, you would be greatly rewarded here in my realm in your death.
What if I become a...
Well, since the gods can't really, handle it, it's technically, better to try to purify it by a mortal's hands.
Every mortal who's touched it has been corrupted, has become a warlord, or driven themselves insane, or created plagues or other calamities. As of yet, there's not been a single mortal who's been able to wield it without themselves becoming utterly destroyed.
Interesting. And you have yet to try guiding a single mortal to being able to perform said task?
He points around you, kind of gesturing over the horizon of the underworld. Many souls here are ones that we've conscripted in order to do such a task. All have failed and ended up here.
Ah, that's actually interesting.
Sure. In the meantime, the rest of y'all out here, this little posse here, approaches over on yonder. If you want to bring your figures here.
Oh. I lost me. There we go. Here, I'll just move everybody.
Sure.
Over here?
Yeah. And you see the large, towering figure of the god of the undead hovering over your two companions. How do you approach there,
He looks gross.
Elf?
I stand to the side and I say, "Go on now. Those are your friends. I am merely the guide."
Okay. Okay. Go in. I say,
I'll,
puppy.
approach
Bark!
Bark.
Right, it's so
Bork.
big.
Bork, it says. So, Khaleesi, you're not going in?
I'm going to choose to keep my distance for now.
Sure. Approaching, Erobos turns to the immortals and approaching him and says, "Finally, you've arrived. Thank you for doing so. You've made the right decision and in turn made your gods very happy. Now, where's the Pixis?"
About that,
About that.
it kind of went through a portal by itself and disappeared.
Make a deception check.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's my lowest one. But I still got a 14.
He says, "And yet I still can't detect you, even though you're standing right in front of me. It's very close. Where is it?"
I don't know.
What do you want to do with the Pixis?
What do you want to do with it, man?
Your gods wanted to keep it in my realm so that mortals like yourselves could not tamper with it.
I thought they wanted us to bring it to them.
They,
Wait a minute, you said yourself that.
Where's the rest of the gods?
they
Wait,
wanted
you
you to bring it
insinuated that
to-
it's probably better to.
What's that?
I said you insinuated it's probably better to try to find a mortal that has the potential to purify it.
And we have yet to find such a mortal. As I said, my land is full of dead mortals who have tried. To answer the other question, your gods wanted you to bring it to me, to them to bring to me, so that we could store it here. You've,
Do we actually remember hearing that? Like, or did they say bring it to them, or they
They
actually want us
said
to bring it to him?
They said bring it to them. They didn't specifically say bring it to Erobos. That's not specifically a lie, but the details, the gods were not high on the details of anything other than go get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I kind of have a few questions for our gods. You guys didn't really tell us what this thing was about until we got it, and as soon as our good friend Lynn touched it, she got sucked into it, which we didn't know was gonna happen, or we wouldn't have rather.
You can see Erobos for the first time since standing here sort of lose his what do you call it? Confidence for a second as he hears that Lynn was sucked inside of it. He looks to you, Kai, and says, one of you what is inside of the Pixis?"
Yeah.
He says, "Why? What have you done?"
I don't know.
Not sure. That's why we had some questions, and we'd kind of like to. I think we'd kind of like to talk to not just you, but all our gods about that.
Your task was to return it to your gods, and so you have. Where is it? We'll take care of it from here. And he points back toward this little door here. And your way back to Theros is there.
No offense, Lord Erobos, but I serve Nylia.
He stands tall over you. Black clouds forming over him. He's really trying to hype himself up. As he says, "You serve the gods! You are nothing but a mere mortal! The Pixis, now!"
I don't have it.
He
I
says,
turn on my pockets, and I'm like, I don't know, dog.
Pockets. "If you insist on being useless, I'll insist on using your corpses as decorations then." Khaleesi, you hear that?
I turn my head and I just start whistling like nonchalantly.
And, why can't we talk to the rest of the gods right now?
Because the Pixis that you have, that you're hiding from me, hides you from them, and thus you can communicate to them. If you give me back the Pixis and leave my realm, you'll be able to talk to them again.
So, like, the Pixis, it cuts off their voice. Does it actually weaken you? I didn't know that.
Ooh, make an insight check.
Okay. Hey, look at that. 27.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yet again, the confidence from Erobos' face starts to diminish as through his teeth he tries to tell you, no, nothing can weaken a god.
Even erectile dysfunction?
He reveals his smoother crotch. He says, not even an issue here. There's nothing.
Oh.
You know, never mind. I'm
You said it! Not you specifically. Anyway.
As he prepared to do that, Kai like recoiled, like expecting the worst.
No, it's just smooth purple skin. There's nothing there.
Somehow that's even worse than.
I whisper to the dog, would the thing surrounding me hear me?
You
I
can
don't
try
hear what,
whispering
Chris
to
were
the
saying.
dog if you wanted to. We want to whisper to the little Cerberus.
Basically, I'll give you more meat. I have 8 pieces of like that little bird.
Oh yeah, that's right. You still got them.
Get these guys away from me in a distraction.
Roll-
I'm a little cramped.
Roll animal handling there, Theon.
I didn't hear what he was saying.
He wants to try to convince the good boy to be your good boy.
Oh.
Am I allowed to help him with that?
You roll a 15. He's good.
Okay.
Or 16.
The gigantic two-headed Cerberus seems to understand what you're saying and salivates at the meat that it can see that you're producing to it.
Maybe kill these guys accidentally, a distraction, and I'll just give them the meat right now.
Sure, and it happily takes it as it's whacking its little tail. In the meantime, then, all right. So, are we not producing the Pixis?
I'll say no, because we just don't want to give it to him because he probably has nefarious purposes for it.
And I'm still trying to question him about this because it definitely doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
What doesn't feel right?
Oh, it's just like, because he's still stuck in the fact that like he's saying give it to him, but it's not like he can actually take it.
That is a good observation.
So it's just like, so he's just like, okay, so hold on. How are you going to be able to take it if you yourself said that gods are incapable of, handling it?
He looks down at you and he says, "It'll stay here out of mortals' hands. That's all that you need to know."
I am going to insight the fuck out of that.
Go for it.
Damn.
I was gonna say like, it's like, wait, let me cast guidance. No, it has to be touch. Damn, I'm hiding. JK.
Oh, you want to come out?
Nope, never mind.
Okay.
Nope.
I can fight it.
Nope.
Yeah, no one
He's
needs to
going maybe a
nearby.
bit south. Kai wants to put a little distance between him and these little shadow boys.
Sure.
It's gonna slowly back up a little.
With the results that we got, I mean, you already don't have a great opinion of Erobos here, obviously. Things that he's saying aren't necessarily misaligning with what you know, but he's not your god. The god doesn't tell you specifically what to do with the Pixis other than to retrieve it. And unfortunately, before you were able to commune with them, you were cut off from their influence after you retrieved the Pixis. So I will ask one last round of questions before thing happen. I'm going to start with Kai. What are you going to attempt to do right now? It could be conversations, questions, etc. if you want, or whatever else.
I think I've asked him everything I wanted. My last request was to I wanted to speak to the other god, specifically Nylia.
All right.
About what their intentions were for the Pixis, and he doesn't seem to want to let me do that.
All right, and Theon, what are you doing right now?
Like, it'd be really cool if you gave a call to the other god and had him come down.
He tells you, "This is my realm, my rules. They have no business here. I represent them, and this is their whim to give me the Pixis."
You said the portal's back there, right? Sorry.
Yes, this is the portal back to Theros.
If I ever learned anything from Mogus, it's not to trust anyone, including Mogus.
This is.
And I trust him with my life.
This is making Erobos very, very mad. Before I'll do Khaleesi last. Zaz, what are you doing right now then?
It's like, so, what's your relation to Farika?
He says she has no dealings with me. Her cult. Now, sure, they do kill and murder and slaughter, which is not something that I squirm at. But she also heals ailments and helps those in need, which is not something that I'm aligned with. Which is why I agreed to help your gods stop her influence. Roll insight.
Oh, okay, became a 5. 13. And I'm pretty sure I used Celestial Genius at least twice, probably, but I don't remember. I didn't mark it off, but we'll just say I used it twice. I got like 3 more uses. I'll use 1 and make that 13 a +4.
Got it. Okay, so with that, as he's talking about that, you look not at Erobos through his words, but towards the portal. On the other side of the portal, you can faintly see darkness on the other side, but you see 2 eyes light up and glow. In around the head of those that set of eyes are another pair of eyes, and another, all surrounding, moving along above the head of the eyes, the humanoid eyes you see, but the surrounding eyes appear to be serpentine that you can see staring off from the other side of the portal.
I would say, so I just noticed that in the portal.
Yes, as you ask him his dealings with Farika, you're not getting a great vibe of what he's talking about. When you look over to the portal as he's talking, you see that on the other side of what he says is the portal of Theros.
Just say, oh, that's an interesting portal. What kind of portal is that?
One back home that you'll only be able to use once I have the Pixis.
Can I insight that?
He's lying.
He's lying. All right.
You can tell that he's not giving you the whole truth here.
So we're in this boy's domain, though. Is that correct? Like he basically owns everything around here.
Yes.
So he's not likely to get out of here. I say, Palamon. I back up near Palamon. I'm like, you got do you have an exit strategy?
My strategy is exit.
Excellent. I just say so, Mr. Erobos. What do you? You just gotta throw us in your dungeon until you can get the location of the Pixis from us. Is that your plan?
I was at this point. I'm thinking more of hooks along walls as you sit there and bleed until you give me what I asked for.
Okay.
Kind of cringe.
That sounds a little Hellraiser-esque. Jesus wept.
What?
It's a line from Hellraiser.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you already have a dog, but what if you actually had a cat?
Yeah, it turns
Cat
into
meow.
Demo. Second to last person I'm asking.
All right, he's basically gonna like, you know, gotta try to say like, but what if one of us is actually the one who's capable of purifying it?
Would you even know how to start that process? Would you like to make Arcana or Religion check, Demo?
All right, I can actually do Arcana. 26.
So, because of all the texts that you've read in your life, not to mention those ancient texts about the Pixis, some of the things that you picked up on were that the make of the Pixis is actually sort of related to Perforos, the god of the forge. And that most things, even the Pixis, could not be destroyed, even by Perforos himself, even inside of his gigantic volcano. But that if you were to spend some time studying it, maybe you went over to the mountain ranges in Theros and talked to some of the Perforos worshippers, maybe there could be a solution found that has not been yet, even by the gods themselves.
And I'm basically going to say, well, I may actually have an inkling on what I might be able to do. I've been all over the place looking at all types of runes, doing all sorts of stuff, and a few things have interested me. And I think I actually already know where to look for a start.
Erobos appears intrigued and says, "Divulge, Satyr."
Well, can't give away all my my things. All I know is that it's less of a no, more just a hunch. You know, one of those feelings you get.
Erobos looks a bit intrigued, but I am going to pass it lastly to Khaleesi. You see the god of the dead towering over these new companions, question mark, that you found, and things do not appear to be going that well. You are in hold of the Pixis. What is your decision?
So after overhearing everything that was said, Khaleesi thinks it's best that, of course, that she does not reveal that she has the Pixis, due to the fact that it definitely seems as though Erobos is not being truthful in what he is saying. So she's trying to think of an exit strategy, possibly using Horsey the Brave, but Horsey the Brave, being such a very large creature, would be easily seen, and being stealthy would probably be better in this case. But
Oh, also, is this a palace or an open skyline?
Open skyline.
Oh, okay.
oh, okay. Well, still, Horsey is quite large. So, but she also doesn't want to like abandon everybody here and be like, haha, JKLL, bye. So yeah, so she's trying to figure out how to be helpful without revealing the Pixis to Erobos. It's hard. This is a conundrum here.
Could I say, what if we find a way to destroy the Pixis? What would that make? Would that suit your fancy, or are you trying to just hold on to it?
Oh, I mean,
Oh, I'm asking homeboy.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Erobos says, if you could destroy it, you would fulfill our needs.
Like my friend Debo here saying, he already has some leads on that end. I think maybe you could rely on us to do this, but we need guaranteed safe passage back. You can even send an escort with us if you will.
Erobos relaxes a bit, and he says, at this point, mortals, all I want is that Pixis either kept away or destroyed. If you tell me now where the Pixis is, and he motions towards the portal, he lashes his whip out through the portal and lunges right back out towards himself, a Gorgon enwrapped in his whip there, and crushes it, turning it to ash. I'll ensure your safety.
Oh,
And so you were gonna. So was your plan just to take the Pixis and then kill us?
You had lied to me, of course.
Listen,
I mean, what are you to me?
yeah. But anyway,
I mean, even if we didn't lie, that portal was still there.
yeah.
I suppose.
We had to hedge our bets. You know, we are not worshippers of you, although we do respect your power. But it's we have to serve the greeds of the greater good, and we didn't want to just hand it over to you willy nilly.
Khaleesi, you're right there. Okay. Erobos says, so you intend to destroy the Pixis?
That was our original goal. Yeah. Our friend is trapped inside. We would love to destroy it and free our friend.
Erobos points a hand towards the portal, and instead of darkness on the other side, you can see Meletus. He says, you tell me where the Pixis is now, the portal is open for you to leave. Or you may go on this assignment.
So I mean, if I tell you where it is, I mean, do we just get to roll out of here then with it?
Yes.
I don't believe that.
20.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's so telling the truth, guys.
Why do you say it like that?
You said we can see Meletus now on the other side of the portal?
Yeah, the portal is Meletus instead of a dark visage that was over there before.
Who was Palamon's companion?
Hmm.
Who was Palamon's companion? He was lancing and fighting with.
Oh, Denari.
Denari, yeah.
Well, we gave it to Denari, this lady that Palamon was sparring with.
One of the angels speaks up here that's been override and says, they're lying! We already checked Denari. We had the apparition possessor.
Damn.
Khaleesi. Upon seeing Erobos, you've been sitting here just sort of in the back, not moving, but in fact, you've had your eyes transfixed on Erobos this entire time.
Yes.
Looking up at the god of the undead, of the dead, you start to feel a certain familiarity. Memories start flowing back into you. What you see in your mind is yourself as you're using that little power that you have to locate souls, of finding other souls. Seeing this portal back here also gives you familiarity as you see yourself hunting down souls heading to these portals, and then a gigantic whip lashing those souls back towards somewhere off in the distance. You see yourself do this hundreds of thousands of times. You see yourself standing before Erobos praying. All in a flash, you remember yourself. You are centuries years old. You used to be Erobos's essentially soul bloodhound for finding souls who were trying to escape the underworld. You were exiled out to Philias because you failed to catch Phaenax, the trickster god who escaped the underworld and then created his own following from thereafter, and that was Erobos's punishment to you.
Oof. Okay.
With that as well, make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Woohoo.
Where's my charisma? Oh, my charisma's pretty. Please. Please. Screaming. Screaming?
Got Riz.
Yay!
Very
Oh, fuck
good.
yeah.
You feel yourself compulsed to go back to your old leader in order to give him what he wants, but your newfound independence helps you shake off that feeling. Even though your pact with Erobos is where your powers come from, you no longer serve him.
That's right.
You understand in this moment that Erobos may or may not be completely lying to the party. It's true that maybe his intentions are to store the Pixis here, but Erobos, as you've known him, has grown jealous of the gods for their dominion over the living. That Erobos ever grows hungry for power. You believe that you at least should have these champions talk to their gods first before handing such a powerful artifact to one jealous god such as Erobos.
That's fair.
He really is a bitter bitch.
He really be hating hardcore. Alright. Then, obviously there's no way for me to communicate that to the party without coming out of hiding.
Yes.
So, shoot, I was gonna say, do I have anything that I can do? I don't think I even have, like, anything I can do to, like, astral project myself or put myself, like, in a invisible ghostly form. That's what I was looking through all my abilities to be like, what can I do?
Let me take a quick look see because Warlock's got some schmoptions.
Yeah. I was like,
spells.
it's like
I'll
I could
kill.
do minor illusion.
You do have greater invisibility. You can turn yourself invisible.
Where do you see that? Oh shit, I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I would like to use that and come up to. Well, I see Palamon's probably the closest person. So I would like to come up to Palamon and whisper all these things in his ear and just say like, "Yo, convince Erobos to have a meeting for you to all have a meeting with your gods." So I would like to cast greater invisibility on myself.
Sure.
Okay. I am now invisible. Woo.
So you go up to Zaz and divulge that information, and then Zaz,
Yes.
what are you doing with that?
Let's say, okay. But you know, so we don't want to get tortured, but we don't want to just hand over the Pixis without knowing exactly how it's going to be done. And are we able to just schedule a meeting with our gods, and then, by all means, you can have the Pixis if that is what they want.
Skype or Teams?
Oh.
Whatever the god version of Skype is. Whatever the hell that means.
AOL.
Oh, AOL, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
AIM chat message.
Yes.
Some Hotmail, mayhaps.
Right.
With that, Erobos says, "No, the gods have already commanded this, and you'll do as I say." As he goes to raise his whip, and we start initiative.
Oh, okay.
Totally. So my plan is, get the Pixis out of the bag, and I can catapult it at his crotch. I'm just letting you know, Kale, but
He wants
out of
he wants
context.
it.
But he can't handle it. So
He can't handle it. Yeah.
Can I just do that like now and just kind of grab it out of the basically free-handed out of the bag, cast catapult, and just try launching it at him?
Not Lynn. Khaleesi has it.
Yeah, but Khaleesi's right behind me. She's invisible.
Oh.
Yes. She walked up to Zaz.
I will cast catapult at a first level because it doesn't really matter about damage, and it is a deck save 17, and I guess you could decide if that's at disadvantage or not because it's just coming out of nowhere.
Oh, because it's the Pixis, it'll just be an auto fail on his behalf.
Oh, okay.
So everyone roll initiative in the meantime. I'll resolve that after I PP.
I was like, as long as he's not in the room, I was like, maybe we have a chance of winning the fight. Because I feel like it's just like the kind of character, it's like, oh, I hit you, and I just did 50 damage. Like, oh, yay, I'm down.
I'm still distracted by the dog.
Exactly. It's like, oh, he's a god. It's like, oh, I guess I'm down. As we were in there, I was just kind of like, I wish I had the Pixis on me still, but then I was like, oh well, I guess it's kind of good it's not here, but I'm glad she came over to me finally. I was like, yay.
Basically, just did the unholy version of pocket sand.
Essentially, yeah. I mean,
Are we about to try to kill God?
That's
depending on what the Pixis does when it hits him in the crotch.
Oh, let's get to that. Cool. The Pixis, good. Okay, so yeah, Erobos is the Pixis to Erobos, right? Size-wise, that thing is like what, like a twig comparatively, or less than a twig, like a basketball-sized thing, and yet this knocks him completely down on the ground, as if something of much greater size hit him. As you catapult the Pixis directly at him, that knocks the wind out of this divine being, a god of the dead himself. As the Pixis collapses down into the ground, it opens.
Whoops.
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
Oops.
I turned around to this one demon to the right of me, and I was like, "You see that shit?"
You see that?
And I put my hands on my hips and stand bravely.
Who else wants some?
Right. Who's next?
Out from this box reveals a form nightmarish and familiar. Bazinga.
Lord Charlene!
Out from the Pixis climbs out the hellish figure of the person you once knew, Charlene. Her skin peeling away, her rotten in appearance. She wields a gigantic mighty maul, and the Pixis affixes itself to the end of that weapon. She has large spectral wings. She climbs out of the Pixis, attaches the Pixis to her weapon, and looks over to Erobos. And she says, "Puny gods!" As she mastics his whip and wraps him in it, entrapping him in the god's own weapon.
Kinky. Sorry.
Stop!
Is the portal still there?
It is still there.
And then I just say, like, I lean back over to our friendos, and I'm just like, yeah, we can totally blame this on Erobos to the other gods. They don't know shit. He fucked up, yeah. Start spreading rumors now.
I mean, it's kind of his fault.
It's kind of his fault. Fucking idiot.
He wasn't
going to let us leave.
Oh shit. And so, Shalina looks over to you all, with a hellish glare. She screams out, and you can see the other demons about grab their own heads in agony and pain as they come back to eyes glowing red, much like Lynn's, pointing out towards you. As Lynn points her weapon at you all and says, "I demand their blood for the new god Charlene. And we start our initiative.
Oh.
Nice. Hey,
Nice.
Oh.
in retrospect, that's the last thing I thought would happen. Everybody.
Raise your hands. I work.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
I didn't expect that to come out of that Wonder Ball.
Can you spare me?
Lynn, we were your loyal companions, and some of us even your followers.
We're your boon companions.
Don't do this.
What would Palamon say if he were here?
Palmon is here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Whoa.
What would Ian Palamon say if he were here?
I just need initiative from Zaz.
Oh, okay. My terrible +1 initiative. 7.
Alrighty. Up at the top is Charlene, as she shouts out. And let me click on my thing. Click here. She's going to. Fly on over here. And she's going to use an ability called Necrotic Shroud. I need everyone within 30 feet. Oh, let me get my measuring tool. Beep, beep. Toggle calibration. Yeah. Right here, right? Yep, cool. So, which is Theon, Demo. And then I'm doing Palamon. To make a charisma saving throw or become frightened.
Alright, let me just see something real quick. Damn it. Okay. Damn.
I got an 18.
Yep. Okay, so success there on Theon. So Demos, you are frightened, which means you can't move closer currently to Lynn. Not that that matters too much for a wizard, but yeah. With that, she'll whoosh, fly over here, raise her big old mallet, and try to crash down on top of our boy. This does hit him. Where's your damage? There we go. She crashes down on Palamon with her big weapon for 27 damage. Then after that, we go to Erobos, who's tied up. He's yelling to you all, "Go now! Go! Leave this place!"
But I mean, you sure, dog? You got this?
I shall handle. Or if you can grab the Pixis. Lamau. That's what I meant to say. Lamau. My brain is fried. Lamau. L.
Oh, no, you said leave, bye!
Oh, no, please no. I didn't mean to say he tells you to grab the Pixis. I was reading something else from my notes. Lol. He tells you to grab the Pixis. Okay, after that.
So don't leave.
Don't leave. Grab the Pixis.
I mean, you do. You don't have to do what he says, but you know. This little guy goes next. You're going to go up to you, Kai. This big old daemon, now being controlled by Lynn, is going to lash out with his claws. Hit on the first, which is 10. That is 10 slashing. And then 20 necrotic.
I'm resistant to necrotic, so.
All right, turns
10
to
again.
10. It doesn't matter because I already did. It makes one more attack. 15 slashing. And then because you're resistant to necrotic, that turns to 7 necrotic.
All right, got it.
Nothing else on its turn. That actually then goes to you, Kai.
All right, how do I use this little measuring tool?
You just like click on a figure, and then you can like move it like that.
Oh, cool. Where was the Pixis?
It is on
Is it like
Lynn's
right?
weapon.
Oh,
Lynn's over here.
it wasn't just like on the ground. She came out of it. Like she
She came
has
out
it.
of it and then she affixed it to her weapon.
Oh, okay. Cool. Um, are these little dudes gonna? Do they look hostile towards us? Like
Yes,
they're following Lynn's orders. Okay.
they're summoned by this guy up here, the Nightmare Shepherd, who's also being controlled by Lynn.
Okay. Got it. All right. I'm gonna use my little shroud power to basically like I think like basically mist. I don't know if it is Misty Step or it's just like Misty Step. But I can like tell it's just a teleport. Yeah, within 30 feet. So I'm gonna go like over here
All right.
with my shroud power. Take that off. And then I'm gonna move. Can I climb up here?
Yes.
And just be like on here, okay. And then I already have advantage on my next attack anyway, but I'm gonna take a shot at. Can I take a shot at Lynn? I can. Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at Lynn. Can I try to like hit the Pixis off the
Sure.
weapon?
You could
Okay.
aim for her hands, the Pixis itself, whatever you want to do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that then. So I'm gonna roll the attack with advantage, aiming at the Pixis on her weapon.
All right.
I thought I clicked advantage, but it looked like it only rolled once.
Yep. So
Roll
roll
again.
second time.
It's real bad. Okay, 25 to hit.
Very good. You see the Pixis fall down from that arrow, down on this spot right here, little yellow spot.
Okay. And I think that's all I can do. I guess since I hit, that really didn't count as a hit against like Lynn or anything, right? I couldn't like mark her as like favored foe or anything.
You chose to attack the Pixis, not her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yep. So I think that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. After that is the Cerberus, which is not being controlled by Lynn because we fed it some good boy.
Or wait,
steak
sorry,
food.
I forgot. I could have taken my wait,
Oh, extra attack.
my extra attack.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna aim at I don't know, one of these. I'm gonna get one of these little dudes surrounding like Demo. I'll aim at Shadow E.
Sure.
I'm
19
freaking the
hit.
fuck out, man.
That's an attack. That's a hit. Yep.
All right. And that's a good old 6 damage. Plus, I don't know, they look kind of demonic, so let's add an extra like 1d6 radiant damage. So plus 4 there.
But it's very hurt. Almost out.
All right. And now that's all I can do. Sorry.
No problem, no problem. Okay, so yes, the Cerberus is actually going to be with y'all. It'll take a bite at that shadow down there with one of its 2 heads. Plop. Which is a hit. 9 plus some fire damage. And it gobbles that little shadow right up. Whoop. I'm going to turn to this one. That is a hit. It's going to chomp down with the second hit on top of that guy for 10. And 4. Okay, and that'll leave B barely standing. After the Cerberus is the Nightmare Shepherd up at the top here. This fellow... Oh my gosh, stop encounter. E. Come on. Come on. There we go. Let's see. This guy up here... He's got an aura about him. Kind of like a fluttering necrotic energy surrounding him. So he's going to... Oh, I see. Okay. See, he'll point his staff down here at Khaleesi. Shoot a little bolt.
You shouldn't do that.
Well, too bad. It's a hit.
Oh, okay.
8 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And 13 psychic damage from that bolt. He's then going to flutter down in front of both of y'all. He'll chill there for now. The shadows. Where the hell are initiatives? Okay, everyone just had really low initiatives. Never mind. I was like, shit, did I forget people? Okay, Shadow B. Demo, one will make a little swipe at you.
Alright, I'll use my reaction to cast shield from my staff of defense.
Shield, got it. What's your AC right now then? I rolled 19.
Wait, hold on.
You did mage armor, then shield, right? So you should be like 20.
Yeah. No, I'm only. Oh, fuck, that actually just meets.
Oh, it's 19? Okay.
Yeah.
6 damage. And then do me a favor. Can you screenshot what your stats are right now?
Alright, give me a little bit.
Yep.
I have to adjust the shield for now.
Yeah. Because your strength score from the shadow is going to be reduced by 2 until you finish a short or long rest. So I just want to make sure you keep a record of what your stats are at right now.
Alright, gotcha.
And then on top of the strength,
You said a
drain,
-1?
Yeah, your strength score itself reduced by 2.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So another shadow is making a swipe. That one missed, luckily. Theon, Shadow C will make a swipe. I believe your AC is above 15, right? Yep. Okay, so that one missed. And then F will make a swipe, which is 18. 8 necrotic. And then same thing, screenshot your stats, because your strength is reduced by 3 now. So you finish a short or long rest.
Alright, so reduced by 3, gotcha.
Yep. And then the last one missed. Okay, after the shadows is Khaleesi. Demo, yours was 2, Theon's was 3.
Okay.
Yeah, we go. Yeah, Khaleesi, you are up.
Alright. So I know I have like Big Bad here beside me, but I guess the priority is to get the Pixis away from Lynn. So I'm going to look in that direction, and I'm going to attempt to do an Eldritch Blast, but toward the Pixis, to knock it out of her hand.
It's already been knocked down. It's right here.
Oh, okay. Then can I use an Eldritch Blast to knock it further away from her to keep her from picking it up?
So if you knock it further away from your position, it's going to be over here. Are you guys leaving the Pixis or taking it?
You kind of have to take it.
We have to take it? Okay.
Yeah,
I
if
think
you
I have
knock
a
it this
plan on
way, it'll
doing
make it
this.
harder to get.
Okay. Then I guess I could. I'm assuming if I try to make a break for it, then this Nightmare Shepherd is going to have an opportunity attack.
Yeah, it'll make it one swipe at you.
You could always engage.
I could only.
Or you use action to disengage, yeah.
That's true. Okay, then yeah, I'm going to use my action to disengage,
Okay.
and I'm going to make a run for the Pixis. What's my speed? 30? Okay, cool. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, I guess. Or 30. Alright, so.
And you can, pick it up.
Okay, pick it up. I got the Pixis.
You got the Pixis. Any bonus action?
think I have any. I have Misty Step. Briefly surrounded by silvery mist, you teleport up to 30 feet. Oh.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, cool. So I can use Misty Step. Well, then that's essentially would put me back where I was.
You could Misty Step, like, over here.
True. Okay, yeah. So I'll Misty Step right there.
Sure. Whip!
And I'm here now. With the
Cool.
Pixis.
Pixis. Then after you is Palamon, who sees the boys over here getting hit. He will incur an opportunity attack from Lynn. And I'll roll that. Okay, luckily he has super high AC from the previous character, so she misses. He'll take a swipe then at that shadow. And hits it. And burns it with radiant damage along with the attack. And poofs that one out of existence. That shadow's out of he. Let's see, he will move in. He'll incur an opportunity attack from the shepherd because he is a righteous fellow who's looking out for his friends. He will take a hit from the shepherd. Palamon is pretty hurt, but he's still at it. He's going to make an attack then at this shadow as well. Smacks it down with his glaive, adding in a smite. Nice. As he kills this one as well. That is Palamon's turn. After Palamon is Zaz.
So was it the Nightmare Shepherd is just like possessed by evil Lynn, right?
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna look at his little spear thing, and I'm going to cast heat metal on it.
Ooh, okay. What's the damage on it?
I believe the whole thing with heat metal is you have to roll a. What is this? Or is it just it's 2d8 damage? I'm just gonna do it at second level.
Okay.
I'm gonna use that as my bonus action to cast that. And I guess yeah, it do be heating up unless he wants to drop it. And
He has no resistances on fire, which means he will end up dropping that. What's the damage?
That's just 2d8. Let me roll it real quick. Sorry, fam. Boop. Just 5 damage.
He drops the staff, which he used to initially summon the shadows, which are now the shadows are just kind of like standing still, looking like robots awaiting a command.
And then I turn around and say bye-bye.
Sure. He'll use a claw. His opportunity claw will hit for a whopping 8 damage.
Okay. Didn't even feel that smelly.
After Zazabaz is Demo.
All right.
Wait,
So we already got the. So we already got the thing.
Oh shit!
What?
Hey, oh, sorry. Hang on. Hey, Chris, Kozar. I don't have Theon in my initiative.
Oof.
Oh.
It was like a 21.
Thus meaning Theon gets to go
Fuck, you
twice.
should have gone like first. You're literally not in my initiative. I'm looking at it. Okay, hey, I'm sorry. Theon, make your turn real quick. My bad.
They were. And all I had was strength and rage.
Okay. She's right here. Yep.
Yes.
Wait, is it my turn?
No,
Oh,
not,
sorry. You guys can't hear Chris, can you?
no, we
Oh,
can't.
no.
Uh,
Yeah, he's deciding what to do. He's saying like we should probably just leave then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna rage.
You get to move an extra 10 feet when you rage, I think. Unless it's a different subclass I'm thinking of.
I have 45.
Okay. So you're gonna go to the portal. Gotcha. Oh shit.
Oh, hello.
I believe you were well.
I can just go through it.
I think I think you can just go through it. Yeah, you can. It's only 25 away.
Hey, where
So,
Wait, I
yeah,
think
did you
put
like
me-
catapult Demos like out of the fucking map?
oh no, Dino, where'd he go?
Oh, I'm over here.
Well, you guys don't die, fine.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Found me.
You
I went through the portal.
you
Oh.
go through, and on the other side, you end up at a mausoleum, a crypt that worships Erobos in Militus. After Zaz, now Demos.
Okay. And since all this is good, let me just check and see my. Oh yeah, no, I got 100% make it.
So open the backseat to the other side.
I also want to
Yes.
make sure that that our new friend here could actually make it through without getting bombarded by evil Lynn.
Lynn's
So I'm
fine, don't worry
gonna-
about it. Just chill.
I'm gonna move right here at first. And I'm actually going to cast telekinesis.
What are you telekinizing?
Basically going to tell our new friend here to like trust the movement. I'm just like kind of like forcing her to move into the portal because I can at least move her 30 feet.
On Khaleesi?
Huh?
On who are you doing telekinesis on?
Up. Yep. Her. Oops. My bad. Yeah, Khaleesi.
Oh, why does
God.
it say V2? What the fuck?
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
There we go.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're yeeting your friend through the portal.
Yeah.
Got it. Khaleesi, you get flung in through the portal and end up on the other side at a mausoleum in Theros.
And then I'm going through.
Very good. Oh, hello, Dima. So up at the top, you can see Lynn. She's approaching you all. It looks like her power is fading a bit. She actually... Whoop,
Oh, oh. She's
not
so
that
small.
tiny. Not that tiny.
Oh,
Not
okay.
that tiny.
She's so small.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I guess the dog needs to make an attack. Cause... Yep, okay, cool. Actually, the dog lands an attack. Very good.
The dog has a name, Kale.
Oh, sorry, what was its name?
Little super Gregory.
It bites all Lynn in the ass. You see the face of your past comrade approach you, grotesque in nature, Zaz. But something on her face seems sorrowful, painful, much like what you saw before when Lynn had been consumed by the Pixis before. She goes to lash out with necrotic energy at you, but under her breath you can hear her whisper, "I'm sorry." As she goes to make a spell attack. What is your AC right now? Do you still have shield?
Oh yeah, it's 18.
She'll miss. You rolled 21 if you do shield.
Okay.
Is that what you're doing?
Oh no, I can't cast shield. I'm out of spell slots.
Oh, never mind. Okay. She lashes out with her hand, and I rolled almost all ones for that attack, so that's a whopping 15 necrotic damage. And she heals herself a bit too with that. You can see some of her wounds close. And you can see Lynn start fading and fading right before you, since the Pyxis was removed from her grasp. After that, Erobos says, "Good, you have the Pyxis. Now kill her! Kill her!"
Damn.
The Aberrant Overlord is going to go make some slashies there at Palamon. Oops, not that. Alright, Palamon's taking some damage from this Overlord that's standing over him, missing the second. After that is Kai.
Oh yeah, are we able to still see through the portal?
Yes.
Okay. Because yeah, I'm basically kind of just like standing near the edge, waiting to...
Alright, everybody's almost there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to come down and start making my way towards the exit. And I'm gonna try to help Palamon get away. I'm gonna cast Entangle, which is gonna be like a 20-foot square, and try to basically just entangle like these two guys.
Got it. Is it a Dex? And what's the DC?
They gotta make a strength saving throw or be restrained until the spell ends.
Alright.
And then also just for the duration, it's a difficult terrain. And then a creature restrained can make a strength check against the spell save DC to free itself.
So both succeeded, but it's still difficult terrain in their feet, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm gonna tell Palamon to get out of here since he's not coming with us.
He nods affirmatively. After that is the Cerberus and Theon. That Cerberus smells the meat in your pack as it goes through the portal with you. Whoop.
Fluffy, come on, let's go.
So fluffy.
Make sure to save this figure for no reason. There we go.
He's like a cat. We all have different names for him. It confuses him, but makes us feel good.
Oh,
It makes us feel good.
gotcha.
The Nightmare Shepherd will have to use his action to pick back up that staff. 5, 10, 15, 20. With the difficult terrain, it will go to make a slash there at Pally Pal. Or a stab, rather, with the staff. As Palamon goes down to death saves.
Not again.
Oh, God.
Is it going to summon Horsey to come save him?
He's
We'll see
down
what
now.
happens on his turn.
I can teleport him to the horse.
Wait, if you die in hell, then never mind.
You're gone. You
Oh.
you don't exist anymore.
Oh, okay.
But that's not how the Olympics work.
Shut up.
If they died, they just die again. I played Hades.
Well, I say, can Ian, does he want to keep playing Palamon? Was that the whole thing?
He does. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. So I was like, I could save him. I could literally throw him through the portal.
Yeah, I figured either one of you guys were, or just like you said, we have Horsey back here.
Okay.
You just happen to be like in the way of all these daemons that are hidden stuff.
Okay.
Speaking of daemons, hello.
Did the homeboy pick back up his little staffo?
He did. He had to use his action.
Okay.
They act right after him.
It's continuous unless he has to make like a con. What was it? I think it's a Constitution saving throw.
The heat metal, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
con save.
So originally he didn't roll a Constitution. It's to beat a 17, so I guess go.
It was 26.
Yep. Okay. He picks it back up.
Right. These shadows don't have a high. Okay. What's your AC again?
Yeah, 18.
Okay. Only one of them beat it. That is 8 necrotic, and then until a longer short rest, your strength score is reduced by 2. So go ahead and just screenshot your stats for me.
Okay.
That is the remaining shadow. So Khaleesi, I think you were yucked through the portal.
I was.
Do you wanna?
Yes.
Do you wanna shoot any Eldritch Blast through that portal?
Yeah, I do. It's my
You have
favorite.
3 blasts at your level, I believe. Or is it 2? Hang on.
I have. Wait, what level am I? I'm level 9. 2 beams, 3 beams at level 11. So yeah, I have 2.
2. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll shoot some beams out here and be like, yo, leave my friends alone. You're my friends now. I've adopted you.
Well, which where are those beams going?
I'll aim for the Nightmare Shepherd here.
All right.
All right. So I need to roll twice, correct?
Yes.
All right. So first blast. Oh shit. Oh, it's 15 to hit.
AC on Nightmare Shepherd is 18. Go and roll again.
Okay, and 21 to hit.
There you go.
All right, cool. I give him the doozy of 12 damage.
12 damage. You blast him in the chest. Very good.
And I think that's all I can do from where I am. Yep, I guess so. All right. I end my turn.
All right. Zaz, what was the thing about strength and athletics?
Oh, you said it was like the strength score just goes down by 2, right?
Yeah, until a short or long rest.
Yeah, so it's just 12 instead of 14. I can mentally just hold on to that. I'm good.
I figured you guys were gonna do a short long rest soon, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I was like, just gonna get through the portal.
Yeah. After Khaleesi, Palamon is then up, but he's down. However, whoosh, whoosh, the horsey picks our guy up. Horsey will take some swings, but flies over here. We make those swings. One nails Horsey in the butt. The other does too. But even battered and bruised from all that, even from a 37 damage, Horsey brings Palamon straight on through and collapses unconscious on the floor of the mausoleum that you're in. Zaz, you're up.
I say, I'm sorry, Lynn. It's just like I have to go. And it's like, sorry, I didn't know this would happen to you, and I'm gonna make a crater underneath her feet and just lay my axe down.
She falls down into the 10-foot hole.
5 by 5 by 10, and I'll do all the damage unless that doesn't matter, and I'll just say, I bid you adieu, my lady, and I'll use my bonus action to try to make Nightmare Shepherd drop his axe, so make a con save 17.
Shepherd. Con save. 15. He drops it.
And I'm like, cool, the shadows aren't going to hurt me anymore. And I say, so, Erobos, no hard feelings, right?
Seeing Lynn fade away, he says, one last chance. You worship me, decry the other gods. That one was weak. I can make you powerful.
I make raspberries at him and pull down my eye, and then I run through I jump backwards through the portal.
You did backflip through.
Go.
Wow. The disrespect, though.
Is that all friendos through? Or
Yep.
Kai, did
I
you
think
get
so.
through?
I didn't make it through yet because
Oh, yeah, shit.
I was trying to help Palamon.
Demo, you're up then.
All right. He's just gonna look at the Erobos. He's like, "Do you trust me?"
Erobos?
Yeah.
He says
Also, he's-
no.
Damn it.
Nice. All right.
And I lean back through the portal and say, "Sorry, Demos."
Also, is he a huge creature right now?
Yes, Erobos is huge.
Oh shit. Okay. It's like, well, no hard feelings, and he's gonna swap his target to Erobos and try to force movement onto Lynn. He's basically throwing it at.
He's restrained, so yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
So you're throwing him all the way over there. And...
Yeah, it has to make let's see.
We'll make that a disadvantage because he's currently wrapped up in his own whip.
Yeah. Yep, making a. Yep, a strength check.
Strength, okay. With disadvantage, that's already 8, and yeah, 8.
Yep, he gets flung right into Lynn.
Who collapses on the ground into dust as her very being was already turning that way.
Kind of rude there.
You see Erobos start to struggle and get Mastix, his legendary whip, out from constraining him as he's looking towards you all.
You two.
Time to go.
Two of y'all motherfuckers. Good
Better hurry up with your guy.
Have a wonderful time.
Have a wonderful time.
And I'm just gonna, move my way out of the portal.
Lynn's dead. Erobos is still trying to get himself out from under that. Aberrant overlords and difficult terrain. So 10, 20, 30, 10, 15. He can only move, can't attack because difficult terrain. Kai, you're up then.
I'm just gonna go right on through that portal.
Yeah.
Right on through that portal. Stop. And play.
Oh, hello.
Did the portal disappear?
As you go through, the portal was already fading smaller and smaller by the minute. And by the time you get through and you see Erobos unconstrained himself, the portal fades away. With that, one sec. We're missing a couple things here, much like...
For a minute there, I thought we were still in the underworld, and I was about to be like, "Oh, that's unfortunate."
Now we're in level 2.
Oh yeah, we brought we brought that with us.
Hello.
Well, he's not gonna like me whenever I go back there.
Well, you make it back out towards Melitus. You're actually in a mausoleum which worships Erobos. Back on the overworld of Theros. The air feels clean despite the mustiness of the cavern. Feels much more lively than you felt in the past couple hours. You're, of course, joined by your companion, little superstar Gregory.
And I pat him on the head and I say, "You're our superstar."
You're our
Stop.
superstar. You've left behind Lynn, seen her dissipate, but now you understand the power of what the Pixis can do. Because the person holding it, Khaleesi, you are undead. The Pixis is not sucking away at your soul because you essentially don't have one.
Nice.
What we learned is Lynn wasn't worthy of it.
Woo!
Is that what we learned?
And I say, "Khaleesi, you're like a god holding that thing. Like you should. That's pretty amazing."
You became
No.
You Erobos.
No.
Nobody else could hold this thing, but you can.
Wow. You know what? We're not even gonna go there right now. Thanks. We're just not.
Very leader-like quality.
It is quite an impressive feat. Not gonna lie.
Change your name to Cleopas.
No, we're not. No. Absolutely not. Thank you. No.
Or
Kai looks around to see if Palamon made it out.
I think I think he stayed, but he.
But didn't
he
they
went-
dive through the
yes.
portal?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, he went to the portal.
No, you're a
He
surrogate
made-
leader.
yeah.
Sorry, hon.
He made it. It's just Ortiz unconscious.
Wasn't Palamon like on death saves then?
He's unconscious. Well,
Okay.
Yes, Horsey and Palamon lay unconscious at your feet, alive.
All right, well, I'm gonna at least do my thing and do some medicine checks to help, like at least like stabilize them.
You got it.
All right,
as
guessing
you-
that.
What's that?
Oh, no, I'm just gonna do 2 medicine checks, I guess.
Hey, babe, I added more to your description, just in case.
I really wish you wouldn't, but okay. No, please. No, though. Actually, no. Thank you. All of these are lies? Thank you. Okay, thanks.
I don't know what you mean. Okay, sorry, I was talking to Kozar. Yes, so you're back here. So something you notice about Palamon there, Demo, as you're healing him back up there, get him stabilized, which he is. You notice that his radiant blue skin starts to fade to gray, much like the same of Khaleesi. You sort of understand from what you're witnessing that because he is a soul that was ripped from the underworld, he's no longer in his same mortal form that he was before, but now he is an undead, a returned as they're called in Theros, walking the land of the living. Still has all the same capabilities, that's just different about him now.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
For sure. Okay, so we still have the Pixis in hand. We've escaped the underworld. We've got a dog.
Yeah, buddy.
Isn't that funny? I'll have to get the actual Pegasus thing.
Welcome back, buddy. He's just saying that the Palamon.
But with so many, with a couple of people missing and all that, I'm gonna go ahead and call the session there for tonight. Sorry that it was a kind of short. I don't want to progress too many story things without all our peoples here. Especially because Palamon was a big part of this, and then he wasn't here. Lol.
I would, I guess in the meantime, I don't know. Let me just say we do a long rest now that we're back out.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
Yeah. Long
And
rest.
I'll by then have my figure from Hero Forge I can send to you, Kale. Because I
Ooh,
ordered it
that's
at the
right.
beginning of the session, they still haven't done it. So I'm just assuming an actual physical person does that. So I'm like, oh, I thought it was just an algorithm that did it.
Yeah, it's
well,
weird.
shades.
Oh,
Go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, it was weird. Hero Forge like sometimes can be like 2 minutes or 3 days. I don't know.
Right. I think it's just because like they actually do pay someone to like just get the shit and then convert the files. Like that has to be it.
Fucking weird for sure.
And it's like Sunday night, so the guy's not working. So
yeah, cool. But yeah, thanks for everyone for playing as always. I'm still gonna be online though because I got Mr. Kozart here.
gamer for a bit. I'm down.
That's what I'm saying. If y'all want to do something like that,
Yeah, for sure. Unwind a bit on Sunday night.
It's like I already
True.
finished packing for my week away, so I'm just gonna take the dogs out really quick.
sure, yeah, do your thing.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I got to throw a god.
You did get to
that was
throw a
pretty
You
cool.
got
god.
to throw a put that in your goddamn resume, bro.
You threw a god at a demigod.
At a demigod. What?
True.
Have you ever been so mad that you threw a motherfucker at another motherfucker? Okay, hold on.